Now, organization of email is really, really important, okay? Especially for your personal and your business life. So I first want to introduce you to a tool that I've used for a number of years. Now, why doesn't my thing show up anymore? I used to have a little video of me in the corner. There, here we go. That's what I wanted. So, sorry, I just want you to see my face. All right, so your personal email is so important. It's just as important as it is to your business email. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is if you have over 100 emails in your inbox, you have an inbox problem. And I'm being serious about that. And we're going to dive into different things about, like details about that. But if you literally have over 100 emails in your inbox, you're probably overwhelmed. And, it's just probably unorganized. This is not just Nathan saying this, by the way. I've actually I've been a part of conferences of organization, like how to organize your life. I've actually taken a training also on how to structure your business and being organized in your business. And inbox always comes up as one of them. And I always have seen many people, even clients, where they have thousands, like 10,000 emails in their inbox. Now, listen to me clearly. I'm saying the word inbox. I'm not saying folders. I'm not saying your other labels or folders, subfolders, and anything like that, okay? I'm saying strictly your inbox. Now, if you were to sit at a desk in an office, okay, and you're sitting at your desk and you have your direct mail boxes on your desk. So one is sent, one is received, one is inbox, right? So that's your inboxes are on your desk. I want you to imagine in your inbox on your desk, there's 10,000 or however many emails. You know the number. Actually, do me a favor right now. Let's play a little game. Let's play a game. I want you to put in how many emails are in your inbox right now. And I'm going to do the same thing too. Hold on. How do let me do this. Okay. So while you're looking it up, I'm using this new, okay. 3. While you're looking it up, and listen, you can do business, you can do personal, whatever it is. Just in your inbox, I want you to put in the chat section how many are in your inbox, okay? Throw it in the chat section. All right, so my personal, I'm at 7. How do I throw that in there? Okay, let me just add it up first. 7, 3, 7 and 3. There we go. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Okay, so what was I doing? Here we go. Sarah says, too many. Gary says, is this all on the iPad? Is this some slick picture-in-picture? Oh, no, Gary, this is actually eCam. This is not on the iPad. I think I would have to use Zoom to make that happen. So, and I don't think eCam Live is available to do what I'm doing. If you know a software, Gary, that's possible, because let me tell you, I've been using my iPad Pro a lot more. Okay, guys, throw how many you have. Okay, I threw mine in the chat anyway. So my personal emails, I have 7 in my inbox. And my business emails, I have 3. Now you're probably thinking, Nathan, what? Oh my God, you must be bored. Like, do you not have work? Do you not have things going on in your life? No, I do. Actually, as soon as those numbers start hitting 20, and believe me, they do. Okay, Adam has business 130 and personal almost 2,000. As soon as my inbox, whether it's personal or business, and at times they hit right around 20, I start getting like this, I don't want to say anxiety, but I start being like, what's going on? Why am I not organized? I start feeling a certain type of way. Now, that never used to happen before. By the way, years ago, I had thousands of emails. I'd be like, yep. And I'd use the search bar to find the email. So I'd use the search bar and I'd type in, okay, whatever I'm looking for, like new Windows, or whatever. If I needed contractor, right? So I'd type in the contractor's email and pull up all the emails. So that's how I would work out of my email. Okay. What I discovered, it was actually at a workshop get your business and it wasn't a real estate business workshop, by the way. It was a business workshop just for building your business. And so at the workshop, we started talking about email. This woman, the trainer, comes over my shoulder and literally looks at all the emails and points me out to everyone and says, how do you live your life so unorganized? She was just using me because I was kind of like very active in the group and I was happy to be there. So she was using me as an example, which I didn't mind. And so anyway, but at that workshop, I really discovered like there's a difference between inbox and sent, received, what's pending. This is why if you use Gmail, if you're not a Gmail user, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Gmail actually has created some really powerful features called the snooze, which means, hey, I want this email to pop up back in my inbox in the next day or two, tomorrow, or maybe pick a day next week, whatever it is. So imagine you're taking that off your desk, right? Your physical desk, you're taking, whatever's in your inbox and saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to just put this over here and I'm going to bring it back, a day or two from now or next week, right? So Gmail knows the power of this to help people keep organized. And so they've incorporated those features into the snooze. Okay. So that's one thing. Now I know that in personal email, for example, Adam's got 2,000, Sarah has way too many. Whoever else later on, throw in your how many you got in your inbox. However many you have, there's ways to reduce that. And of course, because in personal email, we're maybe subscribing to things, we're newsletters, we are, whatever, Bed Bath and Beyond, some software, whatever it is. But did you know that just because you buy a software or you shop at Bed Bath and Beyond, that doesn't mean you need to receive their emails? So, or, because when you sign up, you go to some store and they're like, oh, can we have your email to send you a coupon, whatever it is, or you're online and you buy a software. This is me. I'm, me and softwares. You buy a software. You can own the software, but you don't have to get all their newsletters. So that's my biggest thing is like, I buy the softwares, but I unsubscribe from their newsletter. I don't need to hear about every update or everything they got going on to teach me or to tell me about this new offer. I don't need to hear about it. So, again, guys, what I'm sharing with you is not just Nathan. I'm going to share with you from the real estate perspective, but I'm also going to share with you something that I've learned at a few business building workshops. So the first thing I want to show you is Unroll Me. Okay, and I personally use this service. I like it. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. They do have some ads, I think like AdSense, Google AdSense within the software, but it's no big deal. So what it does, it shows you all the things you're subscribed to. Now this does take a little bit of time to get through, by the way. So I would set maybe once a week. This is something I do. I'll tell you, I'm going to break down how I organize my life just here in a minute. But this is something that you have to take some time to and say, okay, let me dedicate some time and let me go through all my subscriptions. Let me turn on some music. Let me, go through this. And a good question to ask yourself when you are using a software like this is this adding value to my life right now? Okay, there's something that's gonna happen with you as you're going through services like this, or cleaning up your inbox, or cleaning up your personal life, going digital. You're gonna be like, oh, but I might need this for later, right? There's those thoughts of I might need this for later. There's also FOMO, fear of missing out. So if you're unsubscribing, like, oh, what happens if I miss out on, or what happens if this, right? So there's FOMO that kicks in. But in addition to that, you have to ask yourself, even for every subscription that you're getting, is this adding value to my life? Have I used this software, this service, this store, this website? Have I used this in the past 3 months? Is this something that I'm actively reading from or gaining information from? If it's not, then unsubscribe. That's my recommendation for you. If it's not adding value to your life, then unsubscribe. And you literally can, as you see here on my screen, you literally can unsubscribe with one click. So you might want your Groupon deals, but then all of a sudden you're tired of getting your casino rewards and you're seeing that. So you unsubscribe from there. I didn't know this up until because I guess when I first joined Facebook, I immediately unsubscribed from, they have all these different ways they can send you emails. If someone becomes your friend, if you have a friend request, if you have this, if you have that, whatever. If someone comments on your thing, they could send you an email, a notification, a text message for everything that happens within Facebook. Okay? And that is insane. So imagine getting emails every time. That's just absolutely insane. So you can unsubscribe from that. And also you can do that from the Facebook settings inside of your account as well, which I would recommend do that first. And I actually personally, just so you guys know, because I get asked this sometimes when I talk about, organization stuff and time management, I do not get any notifications from Facebook. I know Facebook is the number one platform. 3.5 billion people use Facebook now. And 3.5 billion people use Facebook products between WhatsApp and Facebook. So what I unsubscribe from every notification. I never get a notification from Facebook. Never. Not even a ding or a ping or or not even the red dot notification on my iPhone, not even the red dot. It's like when I go into Facebook, that's when I get my notifications, right? That's when I see what's going on. And that's just because for time management, I don't want to be in the habit of constantly picking up my phone for notification or anything like that, okay? Actually, I should probably do a video on that because I know people asked me this in the past, like a year ago, if I would do a video on it, and I never have. But my notification settings, they're pretty intense. You should see them sometime. I didn't get notified on nothing. All right. So then also what you can do with Unroll Me, by the way, it's unroll.me. Just want to make that clear. And you can combine your favorite subscriptions into one email. So for example, let's say you're getting your Regal movie theater subscription and your iTunes music subscription and all that, and you have like 5 that you really want. You can actually get it all emailed to you at one time in a digest once a week or daily, and it doesn't have to come sporadically at all different times. This is great because this is known. I don't know if it's scientific. I think it's more recommended. I think it's more of a recommendation. But if you're an entrepreneur, you've probably heard this before, that you should only check your emails certain times of the day. Well, this is a great software that helps you do that. You don't actually have to check. They'll send you the emails at certain times of the day. So let's say you want all your emails at like 9 a.m. and then again at 12 p.m. and then at 3 p.m. This software can help you do that as well. Okay, so that's what they do. That's what they have. You can actually. Oh, this is new. I didn't know they had this. They just got the iPhone and Android apps. That's kind of new. I haven't been on this website in quite some time, but I've been using the service. It works in the background. So once you get into it, and once you get into the service, after a while you don't even log in anymore. You really don't. You just do it. Get into it, unsubscribe, and manage your subscriptions. And then after a while, you don't even need to log into the software. And I haven't logged into this software in probably over a year. Seriously, because I've already done this a number of years ago. And every once in a while, maybe yearly, I guess, I don't really keep track, I'll log in and I'll just say, okay, why am I getting this email? But I'm also quick to unsubscribe. I'll give you an example. I literally just picked up a software called Tubix the other day. It's to help with YouTube videos. And immediately, as soon as I bought the product, immediately they're sending me an email, and now I'm subscribed. And then it was like every day I was getting an email from them. And so immediately on that first email that I got from them that had nothing to do with the purchase, I unsubscribed. So just keep that in mind, and that might help for what you're doing, okay? So Unroll Me, that's one of them. You can use this for both business and personal, primarily personal, because that's where most people have the most emails. Next is a paid service called SaneBox, okay, which is to keep you sane, okay. This is a very powerful software. It's much more powerful than the one I just introduced you to. Now, I used to use SaneBox years ago. When after I got out of that workshop, I was introduced to SaneBox at that workshop. However, I stopped using it after I think about a year, because I now maintain, as you just heard, I actually maintain my inboxes. My personal has 7, my business has 3, and my inbox is organized. But I'll tell you what, SaneBox actually helped me with the mindset of organizing that, and having folders for things, and also creating filters within your email. And I'm about to show you that next, okay? So SaneBox gives you a 14-day free trial, and what they do is they sift and sort your mail, like in there. They sort and declutter your inbox automatically. They schedule breaks for new email and do not disturb, which is really important. So scheduling breaks, like I mentioned earlier, you can have your email at certain times. Look how this guy here looks in the picture with 285. Look how this is me. This is how I am, but I look like this after there's like 20 emails in my inbox. But this is how I typically look at my email every day. It's like, it's got to look like this. You can snooze or non-urgent email for later, which is important. Gmail added a feature to this. And free access to the Zero Academy. So this is a training. I've never gone through this training, but this is a training that was probably very similar to what I went through in the business class.
Oh yeah, my first check, you guys. Can you see that? $34,000.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Look at this. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. I'm excited. Hey, let's make this deposit.
Jazz.
Steven.
And we just wanted to share our latest story about a deal that we just did in Georgia. Huge development opportunity, and for the first time in our entire career, we needed transactional funding. And I have to tell you, Nathan, you came through. So how many times did he call the attorneys?
It's 3 to 5.
Yeah, times per day to make sure that we got this thing done. So if you are looking for transactional funding for any deal, he will hold your hand, he will work with you, he will work with the closing agent to get the deal done. Cannot recommend him highly enough. Thanks, Nathan. Bye.
You can do this. I believe in you.